How's it going, YouTube? In this video, we're going to work on the Mach 1 a little bit. We're going to go to Motorama down at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And we might even catch a little bit of NASCAR. So what's wrong with the Mach 1? Well, a couple months ago we were leaving one of the most popular car shows down here in Georgia, Caffeine and Octane. And what do I decide to do? You got to let it rip sometimes, right? So we blew out third gear. T5s don't really like Cleveland motors, especially stock T5s. And especially what I found out, a 4-cylinder T5. So we went out, we picked up another T5 as I referenced in the last video. But one thing we're missing is this bolt for the shifter. The guy picked up the transmission from, stated that he left the bolt at his house. So when he transferred over all the parts and I threw it in the car, we were missing the bolt. So let's go pick up the bolt real quick. Alright, so we got the shifter bolts here. We're going to go ahead and get them started in there, get them a little tight. We're going to have to pop the shifter back off to put some fluid in it later on, but we want to do that after it's in the car. So let's get these bolts in, let's get the T5 over to the car and start trying to get it in. So we got the T5 over here by the car now. One thing to note on this T5 is something a little funny that we found out when we pulled the old T5 out and brought it to the transmission guy. The old T5 was a 4-cylinder T5. No big deal, we blew it up anyway. But where that could pose a problem is in this transmission input shaft. So if someone was crazy enough to put a 4-cylinder pilot bearing in a 351 Cleveland motor, then we're going to have a little problem on our hands trying to get this transmission in. And that is due to the input shaft diameter where it rides in the pilot bearing being a little bit bigger on the V8 transmission as opposed to the 4-cylinder. But I think we're just going to hope and pray it goes. The transmission builder suggested I put that dowel pin in there to try to align everything, make sure it's all there, and that dowel would have the correct input shaft for a V8 car. I lost my dowel, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try to put it in. After all that, looks like I'm gonna have to go ahead, find me a dowel to put in there just to double check. How's it going, YouTube? So it's a couple days after we tried to get the T5 in the Mach 1. That was pretty unsuccessful. We know why. I kind of foreshadowed it earlier in the video, but what I have here is I have the alignment tool as well as a new pilot bearing, the right size pilot bearing for a T5. As I said, the T5 I pulled out was on a 4-cylinder, and so it does look like whoever put the original pilot bearing in the car put a 4-cylinder pilot bearing in to match the input shaft of that 4-cylinder T5 transmission. Don't really have time left this weekend to go ahead and get that T5 in, but what we're going to do, we finally got the new car, the red car, Resto Mod registered and tagged, so we're going to go ahead and wash it. We got the Resto Mod all waxed up and cleaned up. We're going to go over to Motorama down at Atlanta Motor Speedway tomorrow and have ourselves a good time. How's it going? We're out here, it's Saturday. We're out here in turn 1 over here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. lot of action, a lot of stuff going on. Hopefully give you guys a good perspective about the Atlanta Motorama. But let's go put together a sick montage of what's going on here. Day. We're gonna leave the track here and go grab some food. And then tomorrow, but now we're at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Tomorrow we'll be out at Talladega. So we're gonna go see some NASCAR tomorrow. How's it going, guys? We're out here at Talladega Motor Speedway. We're down here on pit road. Should be a good day today. Throw together a bunch of clips for you guys. Let you guys see a little bit of the racing action. But we're going to enjoy the day. Beautiful weather out here in Talladega, Alabama.
Starting 10th in the number 2, snap on board from Rochester Hills, Michigan, Brad Keselowski. Chevrolet from Dawsonville, Georgia, Chase Elliott.
How's it going, guys? We had a great weekend. We were at Atlanta Motor Speedway on Saturday, Talladega today on Sunday. We're going to go through this vlog together. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that subscription button below for vlogs every week. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Feel free to comment, give any tips, see what you want to hear. Maybe more content, maybe more me, who knows.